job, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 45 on 2nd down, Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. To throw his Carr. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll look to throw right away. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Tyreek Hill certainly makes the front office look good when they spend a 5th-round pick on a guy that in his first 4 seasons, 4 Pro Bowl nominations. Anytime he touches the football, he's a threat to take it the distance. Hard to get on the ground one-on-one in the open field. If you miss, in the blink of an eye, he's putting 6 on the board.
There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Raiders 0. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. From the gun, it's Carr. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Shotgun now for Carr. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire on the counter, and he stopped immediately there. Brooks Reed with a tackle. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
2nd and short now following the fumble. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Chris Jones.
Another nice play there by Chris Jones, a Pro Bowler for the first time in 2020. A 5-year man out of Mississippi State. I would dare say plenty more Pro Bowls for him coming up.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play that time for the Raiders. 53 yards.
Las Vegas.
A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
Here's Jacobs, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Now Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
To Josh Jacobs.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Chiefs 14. Raiders 7.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
2019 was the first season for Frank Clark in Kansas City after spending the previous 4 in Seattle. And that was a big move by Kansas City to bring him over. He did have 8 sacks in the regular season, but it was his 5 in postseason. And helping his team get to the Super Bowl, that's why they went and acquired him. And by the way, earned his first Pro Bowl nomination with his play.
Raiders 10.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past him.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 22 and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
First on the tackle.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And the Chiefs' leading rusher in their Super Bowl run. Here's Damian Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Chiefs! So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st down, Las Vegas.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And some space here. And they're able to work get this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 22 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
There's a handoff to Jacobs. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
Carr going to throw. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
To Hunter Renfro.
Hunter Renfro, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Raiders 17. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup. I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelce fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position.
And the Raiders have got him. Malik Collins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes trying to fight his tight end Kelce, and it's intercepted. The rookie David Arnett picks it.
Mahomes pass intercepted by the Raiders. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
First down, Raiders.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, the 20. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 63 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
43. 54.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise. That guy was covered, so that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Under 10, 10.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Las Vegas.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Carr. Dancing to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Bashaw Breeland. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Edwards-Helaire. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Third down.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Taking it about the 16. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. We're back now in KC. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. They run it with Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
He's across
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Carr now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. The Raiders on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Willie Gay on the
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Jacobs again, the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 39, Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. It's a screen to Richard. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
Complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Back to the running game with Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Jacobs now. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Carr to the rookie Ruggs for a Raider first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Second down and goal. Carr flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Escaping the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today.
9-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the field goal got him back within 1 score, and now the focus lies on this onside kick. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And 13.
Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
You're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Carr will try it again on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Yellow, there's a little lady. That's track. Mike 54.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Kansas City, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.